the shoes of an 18-year-old on the verge of graduating high school. Your decisions are very clear of where you're going to go. Is it college or work? Now look 5-10 years into the future, and what do you see? This is where these kids have to decide where their future is coming. They look at making $20,000 a year versus going in debt $20,000 a year. College is just too expensive. I know this firsthand because I'm a college student, and cost is a very eminent thing in my decision making. So today I want to take a look at this problem, and then we'll discuss options on how to solve the issue of the cost of college. The problem we face is, like I said, the number one thing is cost. I asked the audience how much they thought it would cost to go to a 4-year university. It was interesting to see the mixed responses. Some would say $2,500 to $5,000. Some said $60,000 to $80,000. And then there was one who used 3 exclamation marks to say it's pretty expensive. According to UW College's website, to go to a UW college costs $19,000 a year. So, I mean, somewhere in between there, $2,500 to $80,000. Yeah, and it's a little more though for the United States. If you were to go elsewhere, but in-state still, it's $23,000 according to topuniversities.com. So now let me ask you, how much do you, as an 18-year-old or an 18, 19-year-old that you know, how much do you make working full-time? Because minimum wage, full-time, all year long, you would garner $15,000 a year. Now, if you were to make $10 an hour, working full-time, all year long, you would make $21,000. So in the eyes of an 18-year-old, why unload the money in college when you can make it working? You can make that same amount that you're about to go spend in college, and there's no guarantee anymore. So like I said, it's make $20,000 or go in debt $20,000. Now decide, 18-year-old. In the snap of fingers, that's what they have to do. Which now that's going to lead us into the other problem, and that's debt. Here's a few alarming stats by StudentLoanHero.com. 43.3 million Americans have debt from student loans. And out of the U.S. total debt, $1.26 trillion is student loans. The average payment is $350 a month. And in 2012, 71% of students graduating had student loan debt. This is ridiculous. There's so many reasons why this is wrong. These numbers are glaring, and people end up claiming bankruptcy because of it. These loans are non-dischargeable, which means there's no getting out of it. Whether you work part-time, full-time, or whatever, you will always have to owe that money. So you're forced to take a job anywhere. And this cripples the students, the families, and the economy overall. So much so that in November of 2015, 1 million people entered into student debt repayment plans. And that's from nerdwallet.com. 1 million people. That's a lot for 1 month that entered into it. It's scary because according to realclearpolicy.com, only 59% of 4-year university students graduate high school. And only 56% work in jobs that require that degree. So together, what does that mean? It means that only 33%, 1/3, graduate with a job needing their degree. Wow. Congrats, America. 1/3. The other 2/3 enter debt payment for the wasted time. They're depressed from their shattered dream. And honestly, it fails our economic growth. Now that we have seen this problem, let's look at how we can fix it with a couple of solutions that I've thought of. We've heard Bernie Sanders say it, so now I'm going to say it. Why not free? There are many countries who have free colleges. Brazil, no tuition. Germany, no tuition. France is only $200, and Sweden is the social model for free college. The likelihood in America is slim. Yes, you can't just, it's hard just to snap of fingers and make it free. Colleges act like businesses now. So it's too bad that Bernie won't be president, because it would have been interesting to see how he would have made college free. But I asked the audience how much they thought college should cost. Should it be free? They believe free was impossible. But one brought up my next idea for solving this cost problem. And that is basing cost off of income. Stanford University actually started the ball rolling on this. They are free for those whose family make less than $125,000 a year. Free. And this is Stanford. In my opinion, I like that. I think it gives the best equality for everybody who wants to better themselves and help this economy. It doesn't keep the poor poor, and it doesn't keep the rich rich. Everyone has the same equal opportunity. And by lowering costs, the U.S. gains skilled workers to enhance growth. And then there's this idea of devaluing a degree. That's just absurd. It's our right as Americans to pursue our dreams and not to be held back. So let's go back over things now. Cost and debt is the problem. Solution: free or income-based. Now put yourself back in that 18-year-old shoes. Let's get out there and do our diligence in changing this unproductive system. We can do this by voting, speaking out, and really examining colleges before leaping in to deciding where we want to go.